Hey guys, this is Tigress coming to you with part 1 of Silver Lining. So we're going to start Silver Lining. First of all, I'm sorry the stream's going to be a little late. I essentially a group of mates was put online and it's like, I'll speak to them for a bit. And at the time I was like, I'm not really interested in, I wasn't essentially in the mood to stream because I was like, I'm streaming Spider-Man, I'm supposed to be streaming Spider-Man tonight, and Turf War was... If you saw episode 13 of New Adventures yesterday, you will know the fact that I spent a good 20-30 minutes, actually a good 20 minutes, whinging. Being in mind, guys, episode 13 was about an hour.
Mary Jane Watson, associate editor.
I spent a good bit of the time just whinging about the Turf War.
What started as a museum heist a few days ago has turned into a brutal assault on the city, and the casualties keep piling up. Last night, after almost killing Majiadan Hammerhead, Captain Yuri Watanabe was forced into administrative leave. Sources say she told the chief, "This won't stop me." Note, follow up on this later. Feels like this isn't the end of her story. Meanwhile, Hammerhead, who was pronounced dead at the scene, was revived and escaped custody. Police are searching for him, but there are no solid leads. His men are continuing to target Sable weaponry and vehicles, including something called Project Olympus. From what we can gather, Project Olympus is an Oscorp and Sable-funded initiative. Bioenhancement technology meant to transform people into indestructible super soldiers. Hammerhead is ruthless and insane, and now apparently indestructible. But first things first, figure out where Hammerhead is hiding. The question is, what are we gonna do when we find him?
Hey MJ, I'm following the police to an Oscorp plant. Sounds like
So guys, yep, we're
guys
starting
are
off
at it
with
again.
part 1 of Silver Lining,
Got any updates on
and
Yuri?
Nothing yet.
in all honesty, I don't know how long he's streaming for this call.
We were a good team.
What's probably going to happen is
not
the opposite,
like me and you, but,
see,
you know.
I know.
I will have,
So
Happen
listen,
to
I've
say,
got a
my
source
plan
at
for
Oscorp.
these
They really
central
have production of this
DLCs
Project
was through
Olympus
essentially stream
equipment,
for
which is probably why Hammerhead's
say
men
an
are attacking
hour
that plant.
for
The
part 1
Olympus
to
contract
them,
is for
also
Sable
at least
International,
the
part of a deal she made with Osborn during the Devil's Breath crisis.
for at least the heist, and then essentially find out how long the second part was, and then because I presume they'd be about I presume the story would be a couple of
Silver
hours.
Sable's home country.
And also the site of an increasingly bloody civil war. Have you heard about this?
No, I'm not really caught up on international news. Been a little busy with our own war here in New York.
It's a hell of a story. I'll fill you in when we have more time.
Yeah, it'd be nice to talk about something other than Hammerhead for a while.
What do you think about taking a vacation when all this
Of course,
is
guys,
over?
the reason I've essentially
Vacation?
split them up into individual
I'm not
parts.
sure I know what that
The
word
heist
means.
was fun and I wanted to. Turf War I
Yeah, me
needed
too.
to.
But
So
seriously,
my
we
mentality
both need
alone,
it.
because that
Start doing some planning.
that's the part
we
1
know
I
what
can't
happens at that
remember being
Oscorp
as
plant.
bad, and it wasn't too
Will
bad
do.
and it was kind of fun. But part 2, 100% was like, nope. If I'd done all that into one part, I probably would have just been like, guys, I'm taking a day from streaming. Because it's not the fact that it's bad DLC, it's just the fact that there was a bunch of it was just a pain. See, I want to know why Sable International haven't been pulled in yet. Silver Sable directly gets involved, but I don't think the rest of them do.
Bring it on! Wait a minute. Is this a dance-off? I love those!
Are you a cheap
My
knockoff
turn.
of Rhino?
This new armor is cool and all, but I kind of miss seeing your desperate attempts at 70s gangster fashion. Kill the gun and Spider-Man! You guys get right to the point, don't you? So you guys all friends
So yeah,
outside
guys,
of
so
work?
there's
What's your
literally 2 more
coworkers?
parts of Spider-Man
You know, maybe your whole
PS4.
organization's
Then next week we move on to...
You might not even know each other.
Son of a...
If that's the case, let me introduce you. Vinny,
Yeah, like
this
I
is
said,
Vinny.
next week we
Vinny,
then move on to
Vinny.
Miles Morales.
Why is nobody laughing? Wait, maybe you're not laughing because you guys really are all named Vinny.
So yeah, so next week we'll be
That's the
starting
case.
Miles Morales.
Nice to meet you, Vinny.
Actually, this
And
Sunday
Vinny.
even.
And all you other Vinnies.
hopefully we, damn it, hopefully we potentially will be starting. I'm not promising that we'll be starting Miles on Sunday, just because the way streams worked out this week. New Adventure has essentially been moved forward by technically a day, technically two for this case. Basically, it's due to the fact that I'm out these days, which means I can't stream even if I wanted to, because
How'd he do that?
you know, at this point, finally. Oh great, the jetpacks. Don't you just love them?
Come on, Spider-Man!
This is one case where I wouldn't stop still to save myself from putting bullets in them.
That's just rude. Jetpack guy does not have good intentions with the... Oh, hello, ambush guys. Where'd your buddy go? No one's talking, huh? Maybe you just can't hear me over the sound of those jetpacks. This is it. Let's take him down. Cool jetpacks, guys. Where do I get one? Let me guess. You fell off the back of the truck, right? You know, instead of stealing everything, you guys should try making your own stuff. It's much more emotionally rewarding. Maybe you wouldn't be so angry all the time.
Like guys, can you tell I hate jetpacks in this game?
Oh, no! I'll break you, little man!
Guys, in all honesty, I picked to essentially like play through Spider-Man. It's like it'll take a nice little bit of time. It'll be a nice, good game to go through. And you know, it'll be a fun thing. And I really do enjoy the Spider-Man games. It's like I didn't put into consideration what I was then gonna have to like how much of like how many Spider-Man games it was. Like just for the PS4. Yes, I'm at this point just web trapping them all.
Yet? Hey! Come closer. I dare ya! Now, is that just a regular dare or a double dog dare?
So, guys, I will first go over the fact that when I first played through this for the first time, I thought it's like, holy shit, where the fuck did Hammerhead get something like that from?
Is that yours? No. But it would be so awesome.
Then we heard that line. And then both going, wait, is that yours? No? Using the literal jetpack as essentially an anchor.
You okay? Yeah. Long time no see.
Who do you work for?
He works for Hammerhead.
Where is this Hammerhead?
Whoa, whoa! Can't we, like, go grab a coffee and catch up like normal people? By the way, I love your new hovercrafty thing.
Tell me everything you know.
I talk a lot better without a gun in my face.
You have 3 seconds.
Just put the guns down.
1,
We really gonna do this? 2, 6, 9, 11, 7, 3.
Spider-Man being a badass and dodging every last little shot. And then the game being like, yo, fight her!
Sable, you seem a little stressed. Can we do some relaxing breaths? In, out, in, out.
Tell me where to find Hammerhead.
I wish I knew. But if we stop punching each other, maybe we can work together.
Together? Never.
What did I do wrong here? Wait, have you been listening to Jameson's podcast?
You are supposed to be the protector of this city. And yet you have allowed this Hammerhead to steal all of my weapons and supplies.
I didn't allow anything. I'm trying to stop him from stealing your stuff.
Then you are failing. Badly.
Oh, that hurts. But you're not wrong.
Who knows? Perhaps you are secretly working with him.
Wow, now I'm insulted.
I do not know you.
Obviously.
And I do not trust you. You will stay out of my way or suffer the consequences.
Stay out of your way while you do what?
While I find and kill Hammerhead.
Good luck with that. He doesn't die so easily.
He has not met me. Damn you!
Bye, Silver Sable. Nice meeting you
What
again.
happened to you? I thought you were a good guy.
I am good at what I do,
That's true.
but I am not a guy.
Lost in translation.
Did you realize that? Sable, do you realize whether he made like a good person, like fighting for the right thing? Not like as a literal
What
case
happened to
of
you
good
confront me
guy.
by not
He
dying?
just meant like fighting for the right thing. Old friends. But yeah, guys, I've already gone over Sentry at the armors. But that's the armor you unlock from Sentry at the beginning. And I'm pretty sure Cyber Spider-Man is the thing you unlock at the end. Although that was brought out just because of the movie, and then I'm pretty sure it's the same for them. Like, I wasn't still playing, like, I'd already was done with it, like, I did check every so often on, like, new suits and all that lot, like, because I heard about Into the Spider-Verse suit, but, and I knew about the stealth and that lot. But, like, I'd already played through the game a few times. I don't think I'd played through it again for recently. So I think this might be the first time I've played through it since the Amazing suit got put in. See, the armed advanced suit looks so cool to me at points. But, like, the dark suit.
Hey, MJ. So guess who's back in town?
Silver Sable, I know.
How did you know that?
It's my job to know things. So I imagine she's here to stop Hammerhead from stealing all her shipments. Which is good. Maybe you guys can team up.
Yeah, that doesn't feel very likely at this point.
Listen, I'm gonna keep looking into the Simcaria story. It's... That conversation was going nowhere!
Screwball.
Screwball? How did you...
Quick! Head to 8th and Truman before me and my fans die of boredom!
What is she up to this time? Better get there before she hurts someone.
Thanks for the Screwball missions, you're not forced into doing them. I don't think you were forced them on the Taskmaster, but I did it anyway, just in case. But, like, I walked away from them every single time, and it's like, it's not affected me. You do get something for essentially taking down Screwball, but, like, she doesn't show up again.
Well, if it isn't my favorite bug-themed superhero, ready for season 3?
Not really.
Aw,
Damn
turn
it, let's
that
get this.
crowd upside down. We're bringing joy to millions of fans. In fact, I've got big plans this season. If we hit 50 million followers, I'll throw an exclusive party for my loyal fans.
Huge party, huh? Sounds like the perfect opportunity to shut her down once and for all. Better keep playing along until that party.
Well, Pete might want to, I'm not. The simple reason? Scrubble's annoying. Like, guys, I guess that's probably a point that I probably should, but at the same point, I want to try to get the mystery as much as possible, and like, I only willingly go doing side missions if one, they're actually interesting, and two, the tombstone stuff I did because like I think it's gonna come up again. It doesn't, but I had forgot about it, and like that just got done accidentally because I thought it was like a one done thing. If it's like a one done thing, I potentially will.
Spider-Man,
But like Black Cat was a case of she has her own DLC.
You might think this would make me happy, and to some extent you'd be absolutely right. But today, I am tired of all the senseless violence continually afflicting our streets, which that masked menace failed to put an end to. He failed to stop Hammerhead and his
Although
men.
I will say now, it's kind of nice having access to all the gadgets again, because Miles doesn't anymore rely on soap powers, and he also doesn't have as many gadgets as Spider-Man 2.
Is back in New York. This time aboard some kind of fancy schmancy gunship. Where was that when the city was cowering under the terror inflicted by Martin Lee and Otto Octavius, huh? Collecting dust in a Centurion warehouse? It's a shame Spider-Man couldn't have done us all a favor and just taken each other out.
Yeah, guys, what I probably will do is record for about, like, not record, stream for about 45 to 50 minutes. Because in the fact that it's like 11 o'clock.
Hey, MJ. Sorry we got cut short earlier. Had to deal with Screwball. Again.
You seem to have a lot of women in your life lately.
And all of them challenging. Except for you, of course.
Huh. You don't think I'm challenging?
No? Unless you want me to think you're challenging, in which case you, challenge me. In all the right ways.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll keep looking into Hammerhead's plans, and I'll call you when I find something challenging.
In the meantime, I'll swing around the city and do some Spidey stuff.
All units, report of truck driver in distress. Financial district.
Could be Hammerhead's guys. Better check it out.
But yeah, guys, so part of me's kind of excited to get past like this like DLC, just because Hammerhead I despise. Like Hammerhead is now on my list of essentially game characters that have annoyed me to a point of where I would happily enough delete them from existence. Like before we bring these and deal with Hammerhead again, the person on top of that list was Volvo from Legends Arceus with Giratina, as in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Because that's... Guys, if you've ever played Pokemon, or if you ever play Pokemon, like, you'll know why, especially if you play Legend Arceus. If not, Pokemon are typically a maximum 6 vs 6 battle. Like, it's a maximum 6 Pokemon on the enemy team. Volvo decides to bring 6 Pokemon for himself, fair enough.
Gotta get to
Then Giratina joins in one mode, and then comes back 30 seconds later in another.
Hey guys, I think this might not be your car. Yeah, get him, Spidey! I heard him call for backup.
We're gonna need backup!
Okay, I can't do what I was going to try and do. Basically, guys, I was going to try and essentially ambush them all from the roof.
Hammerhead's got a lot of guys on his payroll.
But yeah, part of me's happy to essentially go back to replay for Miles. It's been a while. Plus, I don't remember anything in that game being that point enough where it's like, I want to scratch that. Nope, there was one fight where it's like, oh, why do you exist? And the thing of it now, it's not so bad. Basically, guys, if you don't know the character Prowler, he... I think new. I don't think he always was, considering he did show up in the 95 mission, and I don't think Miles was a character at that point. But in Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2, Miles' uncle it's the Prowler. You go against the Prowler on a couple things, and the last fight you do against him, he's always kind of been a bit of a annoyance for me.
Stay back, please.
I don't want to find out what happens if I don't, you know, stop them from opening that.
Well, got my cardio in for the day. Hey MJ, what's up?
Hammerhead guys are hitting an Oscorp shipping facility near Seaport.
Got it. I'm headed there now.
Question for you. We know Hammerhead stole most of the Sable weapons already, and a bunch of equipment from police lockup. Now he's stealing Sable tech that's bound for Symkaria. Where is he putting all this stuff?
No idea. But if we can find out where, we can cut off his supplies.
I'll try to cross-reference his men's activity with the city map. See if I can't nail down a location.
Good plan.
Hey, so I've been reading up on the situation in Symkaria. There's a ruling dictator attacking his own people. Apparently Silver Sable's been working alone to arm the rebels and fight back, but she's losing.
Sounds like she could really use the stuff Hammerhead is stealing from her.
Explains why she...
Basically, it's just a case of MJ was going to essentially say something competent, kind of. I think it was at least. But I apologize, MJ, for cutting you off.
He's here! Get moving!
Hey, don't leave! I just got here! You guys sure seem like you're in a hurry. Probably has nothing to do with all those stolen goods in the back, am I right? I'm sure it's all a big misunderstanding.
Well, guys, it kind of does essentially feel like the fact that's like with this potential. Probably will be the last time that I ever like play like this game from beginning to end.
Now stay here while I go help your friends. Gotta catch up to that other truck.
Two games I did essentially try and essentially record that I never did fully complete. I'm now done.
Oh no,
technically.
you saw me. Fine.
Basically, guys, back when I was still
And your
recording
prize
content,
is a one-way ticket to
instead of
Rikers.
essentially going to, because like I used to live stream this a few times, but it's like nope, not doing it again. I prefer I prefer edited content in the first place. I kind of like them there, kind of essentially like I'm not fast. Like I prefer edited content, but live streaming content at the minute is kind of easier and simpler. Plus, it means I can essentially just live stream for a few hours, get the same somewhat similar of what I was doing anyway.
She's gonna kill someone.
What the hell is that thing? A jet? Yeah, just get us out of here.
Oh no, no, not the park.
She's shooting at us. Yeah, no kidding. Drive faster.
Yeah, sorry about that fruit platter. Looked really good. If you guys had stopped earlier,
But yeah,
we
like
wouldn't be having
Batman the
this
Telltale
conversation
series
right
and
now.
Spider-Man PS4 were two games that I tried to essentially do, but never did finish. Batman the Telltale series, I think for the most part I did, but like, I don't think it... I know I never did take me to the game, but like some of the content is not completely there and I'm just happy how it's full.
Sable,
Spider-Man
what are you
happened to
doing?
fall
Okay,
into
you're
the
just
category
escalating
of...
things. Let me handle the rest of these guys.
No! They cannot escape with this equipment!
This is back in like 20... Damn it. Like this was back in like, not 2019, but back in like 2020. Because back in like 2019, I'd essentially swapped from
You guys only gotta find enough
playing on
time.
Xbox to essentially playing PlayStation,
Who am I to judge?
and all that was because of Spider-Man. Otherwise, I probably would have still carried on doing... Actually, no, I wouldn't have, because it's like, hold on.
There. Now stop stealing stuff, okay? Please?
Like, hold on, no, I wouldn't, because...
Tearing apart the whole financial district. can't wait
Because
to
guys,
hear
the
from
reason I
Jameson
started
after
to
this
live
one.
stream and essentially combat content creation was because of a mate of mine being ninja, was then live streaming on Twitch. So it's like, you know what, I'll get to do a couple streams on Twitch. And then I just realised, hold on, wait, why don't I just go back to doing what I was doing originally? So yeah. But then again, I don't know if I would have given up on YouTube in the first place.
He's really into modernizing his
Because-
workforce. Those drones are going after Sable. I should help her, right? Right.
Because I stopped doing YouTube because it was that essentially not becoming a problem. But like it was a case of like switching between consoles and at the time I was like going from college.
One down. And grounded.
Get those drones up there. Take down that jet. Copy
Yeah,
that.
time I was going to college, had a lot
If
going
I could land
on.
on the wing, I could use both web shooters. Sable, I just want to make it very clear. I'm trying to help you right now.
Get off!
Sure thing. As soon as I take out the rest of these drones.
The fact you have infinite web shooters here is just really cool. Because the game could have been like, nope, you only have like whatever you've got like upgraded like. But it's like presumes the fact that you might not have a full upgraded like set of webs.
I'll just assume silence means thank you in Simkari. Okay, now on to that last try.
Yeah, like a lot going on with college, so I stopped potentially doing YouTube, but like I don't know whether I would have if I had switched to like using PlayStation. It's an interesting thing to think. There's a what if a case of where if I never did. There's also a case of what if I was like, no, I'm not fussed about Spider-Man. I don't know what it was about Spider-Man PS4, but it's like, no, I need to get this game. Of course, one of the first games I ever played was something called
Where's
Crash
Hammerhead?
Bandicoot,
If I talk,
which was used to be a PlayStation exclusive. It's now on Xbox as well, which was a reason I almost did get like PlayStation. Back when that got released,
we both
I
want the
think I was
same
doing
thing.
YouTube for like
If
a
we
year
work
or two.
together,
It
we'll
actually
find
came
him.
out in like
Trust
2017,
me.
so like a year, or it might have come out late 2016.
Right. We work together. Like partners.
Yeah, partners. So you'll... call me? I am 77% sure she's not a robot.
Attention units, there's an assault in progress.
That doesn't sound good. Better check it out.
I might. This potentially might be one of the last things I do. But yeah, guys, we're a lot going back on like 2020, like end of 2019, beginning of 2020. YouTube wasn't as much of a big priority, so it did kind of get chucked onto the back burner. So I'm happy to essentially be back in doing content in some form or fashion, because I will say I did kind of miss it.
Hammerhead's crew have a Sable agent pinned down. Not exactly a fair fight. Let's even the odds a bit. Someone needs a nap.
So there's a potential universe where Spider-Man or if Spider-Man PS4 never came out, or if I never decided to play it, that I would not have stopped doing content. But then again, I was starting to kind of feel like I was sort of on like a burnout, that I needed time off. And I'm happy it's taken me a few years. By a few, I mean like 4, no 3.
Hey,
Like I'm still doing content like
teach me how you
2021.
do all that.
I wish I could say
to
there was
then
an art
realize
to it.
I
Mostly I
love
just try to
doing
go
it for
where
a
the
reason,
bullets
and I was
aren't.
never doing it
Well, I am in your
doing
debt.
it for like I was doing it because I love doing the
What were
content.
these guys after?
These are humanitarian supplies, bound for some carrier. You've heard of the civil unrest?
I heard it was more of a civil war.
Indeed. Well, these men attacked me and stole most of the supplies. Where they took them, I do not know.
I'll keep an eye out and let you know if I find any. Nice to meet you,
David. David Obademi.
Spider.
But yeah, like Spider-Man sort
Spider-Man.
of fall into a case of
Okay, that sounded
I
way
was
less
starting
awkward
to
in
be
my head.
interested in doing content, and I started to do a series that, granted, I wasn't like looking at how much I've done now.
Hey, MJ.
Peter, head to Soho. I have a lead I need you to check out. One of my jailhouse sources just told me that some of Hammerhead's
Like looking at
guys
how
are
long
all
it took
in a
me to do the
certain
series, like
shop. If you can
now
trail them,
it's like
find out where
okay,
Hammerhead's
so
supplies
it's
are.
You know,
because I was like I got to like part 4 and part 4 to like part 4 and I was like okay, so I only no
Okay.
wait, hold on.
So,
I was doing like
how was your
hour
day?
like
well,
hour
Sable and I
episodes
caught some
and
bad guys.
like
so
under
you
that
are working
point and
together.
like Shocker Return. I think that was like
You two have to find a way
it's
to
called
work
like
it
the
out.
last episode, like Shocker's
Hammerhead's too
Return.
powerful to take on alone.
That was
My
like
jailhouse
episode 2
source
for me.
also said that Hammerhead's
Like when
using
streaming
this
it.
Project Olympus stuff to quote improve himself even
Potentially
further.
episode
Further?
3.
He was already a walking
So
tank.
there would have been like a couple
Exactly
additional
my
episodes
point.
each way.
If you two don't stop him soon, he might become unstoppable.
Okay, so I probably will do, like, depending how long this takes me, this might be the last thing I do.
Too many people around. I'm not gonna be able to get close looking like this. Maybe if I ditch the suit.
No, it's a Peter Parker mission.
There.
See, I forgot that
Just your
Spider-Man
average
PS4 had him,
New
because there's one in Spider-Man
Hey, I
2,
think
and it's
that's the
like,
place
oh,
that
why
got a
give us a
3-star
Peter?
review
Like,
in
why
Hugo
do
last
this?
week.
Like, I want to play
No wonder
Spider-Man.
it's crowded.
They're mine or yours?
Mine. Yeah, what's up? Okay, tell them we're on our way. Hey, come on. We gotta run an errand for Tony.
Now? We're almost to the front of the line.
I know. Just come on.
Need to run an errand for Tony? Those have to be Hammerhead's men. Better follow him. But not too close.
So what do we gotta do for Tony?
Hold on, what does happen if you get...
Guess he left it in his car.
You serious?
Like, this is just a
Can't
case
get
of
his
I
own
want to know.
damn laps. Hey, get out of here, kid.
Yeah, you were spotted, okay. I thought it might have been a case where they might have essentially gone for a bus stop, but... Although I don't get what they instantly do when
But
you get,
not too
like,
close.
like... Yeah, I get they're probably going to be a bit on edge, but, like, they instantly go, oh, get out of here, kid, and it's like... Do I look like a kid? I'm a
What
full
we
ass
gotta
grown
do
man.
for Tony?
Get his laptop. Guess he left it in his car.
You serious?
But yeah, they're
Can't
probably
even
going to be a
get his
bit
own
jumpy.
damn laptop.
Anyone
Boss
working someone like
probably has
Hammerhead
something more important.
would be.
Somebody following us?
Be cool, Pete. Be cool.
Guess not. Where is the boss anyway?
I don't know. Tony probably does, though. He's tight with the boss.
Damn, freaking Tony. Man, I should be the one who's tight with the boss.
Hey,
Okay,
hey, how's
sure.
it going, dude? Yeah. Hey, officers.
Hey, that kid look familiar to you?
Oh, look, someone
I
posted a
don't see
cat
anyone
video.
with phone
Better
signal around
watch
here.
that
My phone's
right
not.
now.
Nah, all these kids look the same.
He's also the one who helped the boss come up with that trap for the Sable chick.
Yeah, like that's ever gonna work.
I don't know. Sounds like a good plan to me. And if we get her, we get the rest of her stuff, so...
So now you're on Tony's side? Yeah, I see how it is.
Listen, I'm gonna go talk to Sal. Keep people off the lot for a minute.
Yeah, frickin' Tony.
She's back, Silver Saber
Gotta
returns.
get closer to hear what they're saying.
All time.
If I can't get next to them,
Maybe
maybe I can get above them. Need to get out of
I want to
sight.
try and see if I can
Maybe
see
climbing
who,
walls until I'm hidden.
like, who the thing was from. I want to presume MJ, but I'm not 100% sure. New tricks. What is she plotted? All times. Saber returns. Sparks memories.
I just need $2.
No one can see me. Now I can climb up to the rooftop. If I get above those guys, I can hear them. Gotta get to that alleyway.
Why not change into the suit at this point?
Swear on my mother's grave, guy thinks he's next in line. Ha! Next in line to shine my shoes, maybe. Ain't that the truth? Anyways,
Like, this looks way too suspicious.
guess it's got all kinds of important stuff.
Like, if they see Spider-Man, they're gonna go for the
Laptop,
attack, but like, a dude just hanging up there.
Slot C3, huh? If I can get Tony's laptop, it could lead me to Hammerhead.
Thanks. Oh, wait.
Stimulating conversation, guys, but I've heard enough.
Spider-Man, take him out! Don't let him get you! Boston disregard!
So yeah, guys, like once we've done like the two
Where's
parts
that
of this DLC, we will then be done with Spider-Man PS4.
That's not it. Nope, not this one. Well, hello there, Tony's laptop. Let's see if I can hack into it. Bada bing. Looks like he's got a Find My Phone app installed. Let's see where you are, Tony.
Idiot. I get why, like, Find My Phone apps can be useful, but for someone working with Hammerhead, you are an idiot.
Research on Symkaria.
I'll make it quick then. Your tip was a good one. I'm on my way to one of Hammerhead's top men. If anybody knows where Hammerhead is, it's him.
That's great.
And one of his guys mentioned setting a trap for Sable. What do you think that means?
I think it means a bunch of old-school Magia thugs feel threatened by a confident, powerful woman.
Right.
Sorry, Pete. I don't mean to blow you off, but I'm on a deadline, so...
Yeah, totally. Talk later.
Oh, I blew straight past it.
No, I don't know when she's coming. You just gotta be ready.
There's Tony.
I don't think that's enough, guys. Double it up. Then take him out of the basics. Why are you making me do your...
Hello.
It's Spider-Man! Get out!
But yeah, guys, the one thing I have learned is like, if you wanted to essentially do Spider-Man, like, the DLC for PS4, and you, like, unless you're gonna commit to doing them in 4 parts, you're only gonna wanna, like, do about 45 minutes of each. Yeah, just beating up some random dude with a gun.
Hey,
Hey, Tony.
You see that Sable chick? You tell her my boss wants to have a sit down.
Yeah, I could. But she doesn't really listen to me. Or anyone.
Give me the address.
Wait, where... how did...
The address!
Colexco building. Rooftop.
No, wait, it's probably an ambush!
Yeah, that thing was cool as anything.
Sable, you're headed into a trap!
It does not matter, as long as Hammerhead is there.
You don't get it! I'm trying to keep you from getting hurt!
I can take care of myself.
You Usually you can, but Hammerhead's been using your Project Olympus stuff.
I know.
Then you know he's turned himself into some kind of giant Frankenmonster.
And that is why I must stop him.
But not like this. Not by going right into a trap. Ah, Sable, what are you doing?
I think that's a jet. She's not getting, like, not many people are getting, like, oh my god, the jet flying so low. More importantly, how slow is that jet going if Peter Billy Parker is swinging can catch up? Like I've been saying now, this is probably the last thing I do before I end the stream.
Look, a trap! If only we had some kind of advanced warning.
I can handle this.
I'm sort of tempted to sit back and watch, but that would just be petty. They're trapped over their own tech. Looks like the whole thing is powered by those generators. One down. You doing okay in there, Sable? Or is it Silver? Or is it something else? Got it. Hang tight while I work on the other one. Get it? Hang tight?
Shut up.
You know, talking about your feelings has been scientifically proven to reduce stress and improve mood. Just saying, you'd be doing us all a favor. Okay, just one more. That's it. Okay, now let's get out of here.
No. If we stay here, Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea. Don't mind me! Just keep doing what you're doing!
You gonna say that? What do you want?
I'll break your friggin' jaw! Holy crap!
Oh, I love the ability to essentially finish people.
Acquiring target. Locking in.
Let's dump him in the river!
Damn it. Like, guys, these are reasons why I don't like Hammerhead. Especially in this game.
Okay, now let's get out of here!
No. If we stay here, Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea.
Changing position.
Don't mind me! Just keep doing what you're doing!
See, I refuse to leave stream on like a bad point.
Okay, now let's get out of here.
No. If we stay here, Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea. What the hell is that?
Changing position.
Don't mind me. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Same to you.
I'll break your friggin' jaw!
Acquiring target. Locking in.
I can't get you up there! Want some of this?
Game! So guys, this is 100% possible. It's just annoyingly, it's...
Okay,
Usually
now let's
when
get
I
out of
decide
here.
to stream,
No. If we
it's
stay
more
here,
annoying.
Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea.
Because of that, I'm quite relate on the normal. I'm pulling more reckless stunts than I normally would.
Changing position.
Don't mind me. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I can handle this, Cloud!
Acquiring target. Locking in.
See guys, I don't know whether or not I've actually ever done like this on spectacular game mode. It's possible.
Good work. Thank you.
At this point, more trouble. Finally, we get what I'm saying. Because of the fact I'm showing closer to 12 o'clock at night, I'm slightly tired, so little problems like
Can we
this are
please
getting more
get out of here now?
frustrating. My head doesn't even look like it's out.
See you in hell, bug.
Again, this is another case of someone else wanting revenge against Hammerhead and being very much not being able to take care of themselves. I knew she made a return. Hammerhead survives. But yeah, guys, I knew she made a return. I mean, they do say cats have 9 lives. Without a jet, she's useless against Hammerhead. Spidey, without, you know, his webs, it's still Spider-Man. You just can't web sling. Yeah, he's like Spider-Man without his spider powers is still smart.
You're alive.
Did you honestly think I was dead?
I mean, I know you wouldn't.
How did you find me?
Same way she did. Watch out. That girl has trust issues.
And you
How long
don't?
have you been watching me? Watching us?
Long enough to know you're making a mistake. Hammerhead's gotten too powerful.
Do you really think I have a choice?
Here.
Wait, is that...
Everything you need to know about that ugly thing. Sorry for what I did to you. But now we're even. One more thing. His head, not as strong as you think it is.
I want to know how she found out all that.
Bye, Felicia. Let's see what's on this thing.
So yeah, that'll be the last time Pete ever sees her. Unless she shows up in Spider-Man 3. Okay, what the hell are those? I forgot about those. Ah, Olympus hides. Not getting done. Trust issues complete. Locate the entrance to Hammerhead's hideout. Yeah, guys, none of that's getting done.
Humanitarian supplies in those other bases. I should call David about this.
Hello.
Hi, David.
We'll travel so
Spider-Man.
far over,
I think I
probably
may have
near
found
it.
those humanitarian supplies bound for Sincaria.
Great. Can you send me the
But guys, when I
locations?
said this stream was going to
Well,
be like,
there's
you
just
know,
one
45
wrinkle.
minutes.
They're in heavily fortified
I was
bases guarded by
like,
bionic
because this
madmen
was
with
like 35,
futuristic
I think
weapons
it was
and
like
impenetrable
just over half an
armor.
hour, and it's like,
That is quite
okay, this thing will take say
Why
10
don't I
minutes.
scope out their hideouts
That
first
thing then
and get
turned
back
into
to you?
another thing that's like, okay, so this thing is still that same thing, but I've got to carry on with it.
all your help.
Time to check in with MJ.
Peter, are you okay? I saw people posting pictures of you and Hammerhead and Sable
And Black Cat. Normally she brings bad luck, but not this time.
I knew she was still alive. What was she doing there?
Saving my skin and giving me a lead on Hammerhead's hideouts. Turns out he's been stashing all of the stolen Sable tech underground.
What? How?
I'm on my way to find out. And hopefully rescue Sable. If she's still alive.
Listen, I've been digging into this Simcaria thing. It's a big story. Something I feel like I need to be a part of. My boss agrees.
Wait, you're going to Simcaria? When?
Tonight. It's a rapidly developing situation. You and Sable can take care of Hammerhead. You don't need me.
Just because I don't need you doesn't mean I don't need you.
That's sweet. But listen, other countries are ignoring this crisis, including ours. These people are helpless, all alone in the middle of a war zone. If I document what's happening and share it with the rest of the world, it might change things.
Basically, guys, I'm just gonna get to the top of the building and we'll pull up there.
Spoken like a true hero. But the thought of you heading into a war zone, it worries me.
You trust me?
You know I do.
Then we're good. I gotta go home and pack. I'll call you tomorrow when I get there. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, that was sweet. Kind of nice way to end.
I miss her already.
Guys, this part 1 of Silver Lining plus the last part are now both in the DLC playlist, because I had forgot to put it in. I don't know how, I'm pretty sure it's just because Hammerhead was frustrating. Which, I was expecting this to be a bit more calmer, because I don't remember like being so annoyed with this. I'm trying not to say heat, I'm trying to stay annoyed.
Miles, you done with your assignments?
Yeah, and I can see why it's so important. But
Sorry, Miles, you're getting cut off. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the stream. We'll be back tomorrow with part 2, hopefully. If not tomorrow, then it will unfortunately be Sunday, because I'm not postponing New Adventures for Saturday, hopefully. Basically, guys, I speak to people typically after I stream, so I stream these quick things to stream, then go and speak to people, but tonight it was just a case of, all of them are speaking, blah blah blah, I'll do it now. No, I already did, if you didn't know. So yeah, guys, so next part 2 will be us going straight ahead into dealing with Hammerhead.
listen,
You know,
I
I'll let
took a
Matt
look
speak.
at those web shooters in your bag. Are those for me?
Yes, but only when you're ready. What were you doing in my bag?
It was open, and I could see them, sort of. And I just noticed that the nozzle size and shape is the same as your other ones.
Yeah, so?
Well, according to Hooke's law, elastic force is linear with distance given all factors are equal. But you and I aren't equal.
Wow, you're right. Just a few pounds can affect tensile strength, rate of web fluid consumption.
And a few other things. But I've done all the calculations. If we just tighten the nozzle diameter by 0.7 millimeters, it all pretty much evens out.
I think I've officially underestimated you.
That's a good thing, right?
Seems like you're more than ready for field training. As soon as I'm done dealing with Hammerhead.
Yes! Can I start practicing with the web shooters in the meantime?
Nope. And if I find out you even left the house, I'll call it off.
Man, you're like the most and least fun superhero ever.
But yeah, guys, we are going to call it there for part 1. Part 2, we'll be going and dealing with Hammerhead and finishing off the storyline. Which I'm excited to do, because I love Spider-Man PS4, it is one of my favourite games. But am I happy with the fact that I've never, after tomorrow, hopefully after tomorrow anyway, when we finish part 2, I will never have to deal with Hammerhead again. Reason to say that, guys, because quite frankly, if I was playing through it by myself, I probably would just play through the main game and just called it. I 100% wouldn't have then gone through and play through all DLC. The heist potentially, but I probably would have avoided 2 or 4, but yeah. But yeah, guys, that is it. So this is Tiger signing off. Bye. Speak to you next time.